What's going on, guys? It's U-Turn Crobat, and you are watching U-Turn Central. Now, today, I'm bringing you another Wi-Fi battle against Zachary. Zachary, white boy for the win. White buff for the win, guys. White buff for the win. Now, his link is going to be in the description below. And also in that description will be links to my Pokemon groups, Poketown, and Pokemon X and Y Friend, Trade, Battle, Central. So, before we get started, let me introduce, my team, and let me kind of let you guys know what's going on. So, I am bringing a whole new team, guys, a whole new team. Now, I don't know if this team is going to last, but I am bringing my Espeon, my Braviary, my Jellicent, my Nidoking, my Porygon, and my shiny, very shiny Sylveon. Now, I'm trying to think of a great nickname for that Sylveon, but I can't think of anything. So, let's get right down to it and get right into the battle. See what this battle can provide. Let's see what this battle will hold for us in the future. So, at this point, I'm bringing a whole new team. I just kind of want to test, this team out against a bunch of different people. And so, White Boy for the win. He wanted to bring a fun old team. He wanted to bring a fun team to the battle. And so I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I cannot wait to see what this team is like. Now, this was an awesome team to go up against because it was very random. So I end up going out into my reflect and my light screen, and he ends up hitting me with his Giga. That's perfectly fine with me because he does have the Taunt ability, and so he can't really do anything. So I wanted to leave, so I used Baton Pass, and so I just want to switch out and go into my Jellicent because I know my Jellicent can take any attacks that this Slacking can get. So he hits me with an Ice Punch. I predicted that pretty well, I think. So, I end up going for the Willow, just to try and burn this thing. I get it off, and so at this point, I'm just waiting for him to either attack or switch out, because I was going to try and leave my Willow, my Jellicent in. So he ends up switching out. He ends up going for the Gastrodon. Now, this Gastrodon is pretty tricky because there's only certain moves that I can do to, hurt it. So, I use my Hex. Luckily, it doesn't really do too much, but oh well, shit happens. So, at this rate, I'm kind of thinking my Jellicent can't really do a whole lot. So I switch out, and I go into my Braviary because I just want to try and hit this Gastrodon with anything that I got. But unfortunately, he hits me with a Scald, and even though it doesn't really do too much, he does get the burn. And my shiny Braviary, guys, let me just point out, I want you guys to just take a look and just gaze at this majestic beast. Just a moment of silence. Just look how majestic he is. I'm entranced by his beauty. Anyway, so I end up using the bulk up just to, get my attack up in defense. He ends up using the Ice Beam, which doesn't do too much, but he does get some Lucky's recovery. Now we're starting at square one. I do get the burn off on me, unfortunately, but I end up using the Roost because I don't want my Braviary going down right this second. So, at this rate, I'm thinking, now that I'm back at full HP, what can I really do? I can't really, with my bulk up, I could do some damage to the Gastrodon because I do know Brave Bird and some good moves. So, I do get the burn off on me, unfortunately, so even though the light screen did wear off, I'm kind of thinking, I need to try and maybe get my defense back up. I need to try and just start taking out his pokes one by one before this gets too nasty. So I end up using the bulk up again because I want to try and take out many pokes as I can, maybe with a Brave Bird or two, only because my defense is rising because of bulk up. Luckily, my defense is too, but that's not really helping with the burn, which doesn't really matter too much because I didn't really know how much my Braviary was going to really take, but I ended up using the Brave Bird anyways because I wanted to kind of test that out on the Slacking. And it doesn't do too much, only because Slacking is a beast. He is a beast. He will take anything you throw at him. That's why I'm thinking of bringing mine back. So, I get the burn off on me, unfortunately, but I do not want my Braviary going down right this second, so I withdraw, and I go out into my Sylveon. Sylveon is a beast in his own right, And so I switch him out because I want to try and maybe Moonblast, maybe Hyper Beam something. That's right, guys. How many of you have faced a Hyper Beam Sylveon? But the thing that I learned is that I'm going to try and use Wish before I use the beam, because if I use Wish and I get taken down to maybe like 40 or 30, 40 HP, then I won't be able to attack after Hyper Beam, and so the Wish will just get me my HP back. Now this Dodrio, what the hell did it get wings? White boy, did you paste some wings on this Dodrio, huh? Did you? Because I don't see any. I don't see any. How could I use Brave Bird? So, but I do use the Hyper Beam and I take the Dodrio right there. Right there. You see that, white boy? It's gone. It's gone, son. What are you gonna do? So, I do get the Wish recovery, which is what I want, and I do get the Lefty's recovery, which is an awesome set for my Sylveon to have. Now, he goes out into his Chinchino. I've had bad experiences with Chinchinos, like, oh my fucking word. Sorry about my cursing, guys. I know how many of you youngins, are kind of watching this, but it had to be said. For this purpose and this purpose only. Because I hate Tail Slap. But the Chinchino loses some of its HP, which is whatever. And I do get some Lefty's recovery, but at this point, I don't really want my Sylveon going down right this second. So, I switch out into my Jellicent because I know that it can take some great moves that this Chinchino will take, but unfortunately, I didn't realize that the Chinchino was gonna know Bullet Punch. So, he ends up going for the Bullet Punch. And he's able to take me out right there. Even though I do get the Cursed Potty, it does not matter. It does not matter, guys. Because my Jellicent is down for the count. He can stay down for the count of 10 and he'll be out. And so I go out into my Porygon 2 because, well, why not? So he ends up going for the U-turn, and that doesn't do too much to me at all. I mean, that's good, but I wanted to take the Chinchino right there, and that did not happen. So, white boy. Why? So he ends up going out into this Gastrodon. Now this Gastrodon can take some pretty good moves that I can provide, but I end up poisoning the Gastrodon from the Toxic, which is not exactly what I wanted to do, because I wanted to poison the Chinchino, but the Gastrodon gets the poison off anyways, and, you know, that's awesome, because at least I poisoned one of his pokes, you know, anyway. So, he ends up using the Scald on my Porygon 2, which doesn't do too much to me at all, but, he gets the burn! Sad day. So anyway, he gets the poison off, which is what I wanted. And unfortunately for me, though, I'm kind of like burning here. I'm on fire, and no one's helping me, no one's putting me out. And I'm just kind of dying slowly, and no one cares. Oh God, Porygon. So, he ends up hitting me, and he takes me down to a decent amount. Now, I'm thinking, you know, I don't want my Porygon really going down right now. I mean, that would kind of suck, but, you know, whatever. It's enough late anyway, so I might as well make it worse, right? Huh? Yes. So, I get hurt by the burn. I use Recover because I don't want my blue duck to kind of go down right this second. So, I do get all that HP recovery, which is awesome. He ends up using the Scald, which doesn't do too much to me at all. And so, while he does get some Lefty's recovery, I was kind of thinking, okay, well, the Ice Beam was doing a decent amount. Maybe I can just take him out right now. Maybe the Poison will just take it out for me. So I do get the burn off on myself, unfortunately, and I switch out because I don't want this battle to be such a stallish battle, but yet it is. And anyway, he ends up using the Skull, taking my Espeon out. That's basically what I wanted because I didn't really care. I knew someone was gonna go down to the Skull, and it had to have been Espeon. So he ends up getting the Lefty's recovery, which doesn't really, I guess, help too much, but I mean, like, it does help because he does get some HP back, and getting HP back is always good. But he ends up going down to the poison, and at this rate, I'm thinking, oh, awesome, I'm glad he got taken out. Wish it was the Chinchino. Wish it was the Chinchino that got taken out. So, he goes on to his Chinchino, and he takes my Braviary out, unfortunately, with a Rock Blast. Bye, Braviary. You had a nice run. Love you. I will miss you. So, he ends up taking my Braviary out right then and right there. So, I don't really know who to bring out at this point. So, while he does lose some HP, I go out to my Nidoking just because my Nidoking can take some decent moves, but he ends up switching out because I was going to try and maybe use Earthquake or something. I forget. Oh, no, I was going to try and use, like, I forget. A Poison move or... See, I was going to think of maybe using a Rock Blast, but because my Nidoking does know Rock Blast and Shadow Claw, and so I didn't really want to take the chance that he was going to switch into someone that would have taken the Rock Blast, so he ends up switching out into his Beautifly, and I just barely, well, I take it out with my Poison Jab, which is awesome, and so he ends up switching out into his Gengar, his Mega Gengar there, and so at this point, you know, I know that this Gengar can do massive damage to me, but luckily I pack a Shadow Claw on my Nidoking. So even though he does use the Protect, I do try and use my Shadow Claw anyways, but obviously, you know, he will outspeed, and he does not take my Nidoking out with a Shadow Ball, which is awesome. I use the Earthquake only because Gengar is weak to my Shadow Claw, and he is weak to my EQ. Now, reason why I went for the Earthquake is just I wanted just to try something different. Actually, no. Yeah, no, Gengar is weak to Shadow Claw, I do believe. If I'm wrong, and I probably am, plenty of you guys will tell me, and that's fine, just let me know. Anyways, I do hit the EQ off on the Chinchino, which is amazing. Now, that was a fun battle, guys, wasn't it? Now, White Boy, if you're watching it, and I know you are, wasn't that, I mean, I know we talked about this battle, and I know that you would say the same thing when I say that this battle, yet it being fun, it was just, you brought a great team that we both brought great teams that kind of crapped out, honestly. You'll probably agree that despite this being a fun battle, it was just, for both of us, both of our teams just kind of crapped out one way or the other. Yeah, one way or the other. So I know that you and I will be battling again plenty of times in the future, and I do need to kind of switch out some Pokemon here. Now, this team is kind of like a stallish, kind of crappy team. I mean, I do love each and every poke individually, but as a team, as a whole, as a unit, they suck. So, I'm going to be thinking of switching some Pokemon out and replacing them. I'm just not sure what. Because I know that I have some walls that I can leave. So I just need to, you know, replace some of these pokes with physical attackers, or just, you know, just attackers that can just destroy, you know? So that's my plan. And so White Boy for the win. That was a great battle because I know that you and I are going to be bringing some different pokes, some different teams next time. But I did want to say thank you for bringing me this epic battle, this fun battle. When I first saw your team, I'm like, okay, Dojo, Gastrodon, Gengar, Beautifly. Where the hell are you getting these Pokemon? They're so random. And so, I am glad you brought it because it did brighten my day. It did make me laugh. It was so random and I love it. I'm thinking next time, you and I just bring anything. We just bring anything. Just have another fun battle. Just basically, choose Pokemon with your eyes closed and just do it that way, you know? I want to do that. I think that would be an awesome day for the both of us. That's okay. I am making that plan for us. You and I are going to be doing that. You and I are going to be bringing some just random ass Pokemon next time. All right. Next time we battle, that's what we're going to do. All right. And so, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to look in the description for White Boy's link. The link for his page, his channel, will be in the description, along with other Pokemon. Well, along with Pokemon groups that I am a part of, Poketown and Pokemon XY Friend, Trade Battle Central. Those links will be in the description. So if you want to be part of those groups, just go click yourself, go click the links, go do whatever, go have a great day, go Power Rangers. Whoa, whoa. I don't know what the hell I'm singing, guys, sorry. But make sure you guys go click those links. I know that White Boy is going to be trying to make his channel grow just like I am, so just give him some love, give him some U-turn love, and let him know what you thought of this battle. Let him know how fun, how awesome, how extraordinary this battle was, because I thought it was fun. I thought it was fun. So, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a wonderful day. I'll try and do so myself. Click those links. Don't forget, guys, RCS. Don't forget, guys, do that. Show some love. Have a great day. Peace.